I've never felt a more consistent brake than this. It's genuinely insane.
Man, I used to think load cell was the best thing in sim racing. But
Definitely, 100%. Like Kireth just said, if you're an expo or convention, definitely give it a try.
this has like exposed the weaknesses of a load cell for me.
Okay, today we're going to unbox the Simucube Active Pedals. We've got 2 of them, and we're going to put them on the rig, and we're going to drive them. This is probably the most exciting video I think we've ever done on this channel.
Yeah.
All 3 of us, we've sim raced together for what, like 4 years?
Yeah, around that.
On like, we'll run through, what were we starting on at the time? I was on a T150.
I was on T150.
Thrustmaster T150.
I actually had a T150, or quickly upgraded to a T300.
Well, okay, whoa. Okay, so we started on the basic equipment, as you've seen us all on this channel. Here we're Sam Dimlow, professional karter, and Nathan Matzer, professional racer now. Let's just get into it. I want to unbox these £4,000 review units from Simucube. We didn't go out and buy these. We don't have the money, to be honest. So should we start and unbox these then? We've got a massive knife here, like it's a Christmas cake. And it's
Can I
just
clarify, was that £4,000 with VAT?
I
think it's that included.
I think it'd be
With
that
that included.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, you need the base plate as well.
Is that extra?
That's extra.
Okay. So I'll explain what these pedals are if you're wondering why it's such a big deal. There's an active pedal primary and an add-on. I think that's going to be because I think the primary is going to include the electronics, and the add-on is going to be the same pedal, but it's just going to plug in. And yeah, you crack on. And these are active pedals, so they are going to simulate things like ABS. You're going to be able to change the load cell stuff on the fly. Apparently even G-force.
You can download other people's setups as well. So if I had a set at home and you had a set, and you was like, Sam, what's your braking setup?
Can I borrow that knife?
I can actually send you my braking setup.
Yeah. And it's worth saying that when I've been around the world speaking with racing drivers, champions, people like Jake Dennis, for example, Formula E world champion, he said he really wanted to try the Simucube Active Pedals. Like, these are a big deal. Am I going to kill myself here?
I'll tell you what, look at that for packaging inside.
Wow. Oh my God, I was just not even using the blade anymore.
Do you even want to see them?
I've actually never stabbed anyone, surprisingly. Okay, a little party trick as well. I've got some cameras in my glasses here, so we're going to record a bit of this.
This actually might be a 2-man job.
Should we start with that one?
Yeah, this is the primary one.
It's going to bash on the table, isn't it? Okay.
This is heavy.
Let's get rid of that as well.
Yeah. Can we point out the weight of this alone is 8 kilos? Just for that.
Damn.
Oh my days.
You know, like the US president has a nuclear football.
the suitcase type thing. But yeah, the weight of this one's 8 kilos on its own.
Okay. The hell? Oh my God. This might look like really cheap poly, like the light stuff. This is heavy. This is like...
Oh, it's hinged, I think. Yeah, there's a little handle here.
Oh my days.
That is just ridiculous. Oh my God.
Is that the power booster?
Power to run this.
Is that the transformer?
Yeah.
You need a transformer for your pedal.
This is no joke.
That's a huge brick.
This is the best pedal in the world.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can't top this. I just want to be the first team.
Yeah, go for it.
If I can even get it out. It's like wedged in there.
Careful, it's glass table.
Yeah, I know.
Got it?
That. Goodness me.
I think that's more expensive than my car, like that pedal. Oh my God, that is chunky. Show the back of it. It's got 2 massive Oh my God, what?
That's the Simucube adapter hub.
So that maybe only comes in this one, doesn't come with the add-on. Because maybe it all plugs in there.
Potentially.
What's going on with the power on the back there? Because it's got two pins.
We've got power in and power out.
So primary must power this, and then they must be connected to power into the other one.
Yeah, possibly.
Looking at the bottom of it, here you go.
I love that it's got its own power switch.
Looking at the
just for the brake pedal, there's a power switch.
You're not only turning on your wheel, you're now turning on your brake pedal.
Because I'm not even joking. Like, normally the pedals are so like irrelevant. Not the power to powering off something.
Before you just jumping in the rig and pressing them. Now you're powering them up. They probably got to do a calibration.
Yep.
Yeah, this is insane. This is that's what you get at the top of the range.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I love the way it looks. Yeah. I've always been a fan of function over form, and I always find beauty in well-engineered products rather than something that just looks nice for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But this is definitely beautiful.
To me, it kind of, this might sound weird, it kind of looks like one of those like ultra high speed trains.
Yeah.
That obviously has to be like aerodynamic.
It's just, it's a unit. It's a whole
That's
unit.
definitely something someone's probably never said about a brake pedal.
Should we put it on a mat? Because otherwise it might just
on a mat,
shatter
yeah.
like the whole thing.
It does come with 4 stickers.
Can I try to...
But
Wait
that's,
a minute.
I think a lot of the resistance is going to be when it's turned on.
yeah.
What is this? Is this a brake pedal or is this a throttle?
Brake and throttle and clutch.
This is a brake and
Anything you
throttle.
want.
This is anything you want.
Anything
So
you
the other
want.
one's the same?
Yep.
I think the difference is this.
I see. Okay, I see.
It's going to add as much resistance through, that's why it's got a big ass
So
transformer.
it will calibrate to a throttle pedal. It will calibrate
Yes.
to a
It's-
brake
you know,
pedal.
so basically, the biggest difference I think is that we've done this for years and years here. The load cells have those elastometers, right? And we've done many different elastometers, and we've greased them up and everything, and we've tried to chop stuff, and it's always fake. Do you know what I mean? Like this is fake as well, but you're limited by those elastometers.
Yeah.
This is next generation,
This is programmed to be whatever you want.
so
to
you
Yeah.
know it's going to be the right. You're not guessing like, oh, am I going to do one red and green or whatnot?
Yeah. This is nuts.
Should we take the rest out of the thing as well? Oh, do you want to talk about that, Sam?
Nope, because I don't know what it is. It's a Simucube link hub. So I suspect this will be to link the add-on kit on. It comes with USB-C and a RJ45.
Talk. Not Alan as well.
Talk. I like that.
I,
Because that is proper. That's yeah.
Yeah, you talk on at work.
Yeah.
okay, that's the briefcase.
But the box is sick as well on its own.
You probably keep that on your shelf somewhere.
This probably looks really cheap, but it's very, very, very solid. In fact, I honestly feel like they could have, with minimal amount more money, made this look really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
Because it is a really solid box. So it's an interesting
I think
choice.
it looks nice regardless.
Yeah, I
you
like
like
the
the
box.
form
I like it.
of function thing. Yeah. I guess we need to do the other one.
These are all the bits.
I think Nathan has it.
Yep, I've got it.
So, oh my god, the beast. Put that there.
Is that blocking the angle?
It is the angle.
Let's keep. Can we keep everything? Oh, sorry. It's in the way a little bit there. Let's
Let me put this brick and all that down here.
wait a little bit. And then bring out pedal number 2.
Oh man.
Another 8 kilos.
Yeah.
No, that one's heavier. That one's.
No, that's
oh no,
not-
that's the lighter one. That's the lighter one.
Gross weight 7.8 kilos. So when you take this from delivery, 7.8 kilos.
Yeah, poor postman dropping this stuff off to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, on a pallet.
Right, we're gonna. Oh well, that would have made life easier the first time.
They've thought about this, clearly. I'll
It's a nice touch, I guess.
You got that? Or do you want me
yeah,
to
I've
take
got it down.
It's a nice touch. It's the same as the other one.
Yeah, wait for Kireth.
Okay.
The
should we-
initial popping it up is.
I feel like smoke should come out, like dry ice.
Get a vape behind it.
Yeah. Have you got your vape?
I have,
Okay.
but let's not promote it.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god. So normally I would say, well, this is an interesting point actually, because really, let's be honest, you only need one. Like it's not as important on throttle. Although I remember Nathan when we were here like 2 years ago unboxing G Pro load cells, and we immediately put the stiffest spring in the
Yeah,
throttle, and I've
on the
never
throttle,
changed it.
Yeah.
And at the time I was like, whoa, this feels like a brake, but then
Yeah.
I really like it. But let's be honest, yeah, you don't need this as a throttle.
No,
Clutch,
I
maybe,
think
anyway.
that's a bit overkill.
So
Full
what
throttle.
So what happens then if you've got one? Is it not going to feel a bit weird? What you're going to match it with other Simucube pedals?
Oh, I don't know.
I suppose to some people it wouldn't matter. I imagine some would just get the brake. Because I think we can all agree, the brake pedal is probably.
The most
If
important.
you can
thing.
only get one, you're going to.
Yeah.
You feel a bit weird if you had one, you put on the throttle.
Yeah, I don't imagine anyone would buy one and make it a throttle pedal.
But let's be honest, we're going to try it out as throttle brake, and when and then we can just. We don't have to move them. You just move your feet and then press on the thing, clutch brake, whatever. But we're going to let you know if we think it's worth getting two. This is all our honest thoughts. So.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what this is, but then I'm not into computers.
My God, that looks like an Ethernet switch.
So that's maybe something for you, but there's a high priority and medium priority on it.
This literally is an Ethernet switch. Did that come in this box?
Yeah.
Came in right here.
Yeah. That's probably like the central hub for all the
Sim hub.
signals. Yeah.
Is that needed for SimHub?
No, that'd be the SimHub thing. That says SimHub.
Let's
No,
see
that
that. I never
says
saw that.
Simucube link.
This is like networking.
Does it say it in the instructions?
I bet this lights up as well. I don't know if it. Let me see it through the light. I bet it lights up orange around there.
Also, you know, I was at the moment on the rig we have the Motor CRPT pedals. Should we get this out and then we can?
Just before you get that out, according to instructions, that is an Ethernet switch,
Yeah.
and you would wire it into.
Oh my God! So these are.
So if you have additional, so if you're only using a brake pedal, you wouldn't use that. But if you want to add in a throttle or clutch, you'd then have
what
to
it means
splice
is these are
into
like
that.
internet devices. Like
It makes sense
what
because
it
you can download.
You might not even need yeah. Would you? They will do stuff without needing a computer. Maybe I don't know. Should we take this out? Because I just want to talk about the pedal plate because I was singing the praise of the Moser CRP2 earlier about the pedal
You
plate.
got that?
Yep, I got it.
And
Don't want to drop that now.
I wonder if they've looked at very closely the pedal plate on these. These are the market-leading pedals because it's got the same sort of dimpled pedal plate that I now think is.
Are they rubbery? Because I looked on that one. Are they rubbery or plastic or
Metal.
they're actual metal?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it's the fact that the dimpling. I don't want to get too graphic about it, but they feel like when you're wearing socks, you sort of like compress into the pedal and you really feel it.
Okay.
Whereas you don't end up sliding around the pedal.
It does come with a plug, but nothing to plug into.
I think we take it. Well, hang on. This might be a transformer for that.
I just want to say that orange is actually my favourite colour. I really
Your livery is orange, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like these.
They knew that. That's why they sent out.
Oh, so they'll plug that. Okay. Oh, okay. So it comes with a UK plug and Euro plugs, and I presume an American plug as well.
And this one didn't come with a big transformer, no?
No,
So
but it has come with
a
two
cable to
cables.
cable.
So the transformer probably, yeah, because you've got power in, power out.
So you can choose either one. Do you want to give me the UK?
UK's that one.
Okay, I think we can probably get rid of the packaging and have them both together with maybe that hub as well.
You got both hubs. Do you want the wires out so you can route them or not?
No, let's just see what we've got. This is a double set. They are long though, which worries
They're
me
huge.
Yeah.
because I'm not sure they sit so far front. Like if you're going to mount this, hang on, I don't want to break it. It's probably going to break me. In terms of mounting, are you going to go? Does it go through here then?
These holes here. Yeah.
Through onto T slot.
Yeah. Hopefully.
So on our one, our pedal plate doesn't have T slot. So hopefully these are going to line up width wise. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get away with just doing one side.
I am interested to know a design cue. Like, why is there a slot there? It's kind of like a spring.
It's an S
Yeah, I get it, it's an S, but surely that'd be a weak spot.
for Simucube.
Yeah, I get the.
Oh yeah.
But surely that would be a weak spot.
Is it designed to compress a little bit or something?
I don't know, because they say it's like, how many kilos of
400 kg, I think. Don't quote me.
So
Actually,
that's
we
half
should,
a ton.
Is this
No, just under half a ton.
I'd press that.
Surely that'll start bending.
Although I don't think the load cell is really what we. I think it's like when you stand. If you're 100 kg and you stand on scales, that's 100 kg, isn't it? Of pressure. But you're not gonna. I don't know.
Be more refined because it's in a small area. It's PSI.
Yeah. I said yeah, like I understood. I don't understand. Let me put this one sideways. Not sure. Oh my god.
Do we know what this is actually? Does it say in the manual?
No, the manual is interesting read.
These are endgame. I think.
You know what it comes with?
The
Your favourite type of Velcro.
that we can't do. Oh my god! Imagine if that's integral to. Maybe the Fantech ones aren't as good.
This Velcro works.
Yeah. USB-C as well on this thing, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's currently in the 150 kg configuration. You can configure it to 120 kg and have more movement.
With the angling. Okay.
But yeah, that's something that you'd get to much later down the line. I'm just worried about.
What about
getting
footrest?
to my rig at the moment.
What about heel rest on this?
There is a
Oh, is it time to do the base plate?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's heavy as well. Do you want to make some room?
Maybe we can slide these to the front almost. So they're in shot. There we go. That's fine. I think we can see behind it. I'm intrigued at how this is going to work. Are we going to have to construct it? Like, is it a...
Yeah. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm intrigued to know if it comes in the same type of black box packaging.
If you spent £4,000 on those pedals, are you going to be happy with the unboxing and initial experience?
Yeah, it's not too difficult to unbox. You know, some companies make unboxing like a whole
Experience.
ceremony.
Yeah.
To make it feel like,
which is
what you've got.
ironically less money on the product.
Yeah. But you know, this is what we've come for. It wasn't too difficult to
I
get
think it
out.
all feels very like a function. Sorry.
Yeah, they don't feel like toys. They feel like proper tools.
I feel also all three of us are probably all taken back a bit by the whole being around such.
To be fair, all of us here, we've done a lot of pedals, V3, CRP, CRPTs, loads of them, and this is. It's become standard to have like really nice aluminium pedals.
Yes.
That's like a standard now. But this is just
something else.
And even like that bit, the S you point out, like the intrinsicness there, and also when you're moving it forward, it looks like a 3D printer inside.
Yeah.
With the ribbon cable, they've got a viewport.
Yeah, there's like a perspex cover so you can actually see what's going on inside it.
Insane.
Should we try and get this one, Nathan? Oh, it's a different. Oh, let you block, Kireth.
It's a new experience. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So hang on a second.
Yeah.
While you guys do that, I'll show you.
Oh, well, that's the heel rest.
There's more in there.
These are the bits.
That's like the 80/20.
Yeah.
So this is actually a pedal plate for an 80/20, right? Is it?
Yeah, it's got the 80/20 frame in here.
Yeah.
So it comes with its own frame.
But can we mount it onto the GT Mega adjustment plate or not? Honestly,
What is this?
so basically they're two sides.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that how long it's going to be?
Yeah.
That is how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
So worth bearing in mind, we were planning to put this on like a very entry-level rig, GT Mega Prime lights. Probably no one in the real world who's going to buy these is going to put it on the GT Mega Prime light.
This is the first for everything.
Yeah. But I'm worried. I'm worried because I think we're going to try and bolt this on directly first. And I'm worried it might just break something. Cause these
Just ends up kicking through the wall.
no, I'm not joking.
The thing is, though, it's not like you're going to be putting any more force into these than you are with the other pedals. It just depends how you configure them, right?
I agree, yeah.
If you configure this to the same kg that you had...
It's like if you get a 21 Newton meter wheel, you're still going to be turning it down 50%.
Yeah. I reckon they could go on what you've got at the moment.
Right. I'm going to put my bits back in here before I lose them.
So realistically, we're going to take off that adjustment pedal plate and we're going to bolt this directly on the 80/20.
Ooh,
If it fits.
potentially.
Why would it not fit?
But the heel plate's nice.
Yeah. I don't know if that, like the width of this will go directly in, but we'll see. It's all very lovely anyway. I think you'd be happy if you spent £4,000 on this.
Has it got M8 bolts in there somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense now. That's why there's 3 bars. So you got a front, middle, and back.
Okay.
So it goes. Yeah. So as long as it goes across here, and then the 3 bars, so that horizontal was.
So I think we can give sort of final thoughts here on the unboxing, and then what we're going to work out on camera. We're not going to cut it. Like how we're actually going to put these on a rig.
Yeah.
By the way, you can sort of, if you're watching this, I think a lot of people are going to be watching this, like me, us frankly, who wouldn't have the money to buy these, right? So it's a little bit of a fantasy. So come along the fantasy of like, what would we like to have these? And like, that's what we're doing basically. And if you are someone who's actually looking at buying these, let us know any other stuff that was in your mind when you thought about buying them. Because I'm really interested to know when you get to that level, you're like, okay.
Were there any alternative choices?
To be honest, every Formula driver I've spoken to, like racing driver, talking World Endurance Championship, Formula E, all these places, they talk about Simucube Active Pedals. And I think if they have like the sim at home, that's kind of like, it's not their team simulator.
Yeah, a personal one.
It's a personal one, but it's still, they want to, this is going to... And I think the reason why, what you touched on is, if you're Jake Dennis and you're driving, Andretti Formula E, you have it on setting on Andretti Formula E.
Yes.
Then he also goes and drives on a GT World Challenge.
Exactly.
GT car.
Load up the GT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are driving LMP2s. So you're not. So then you can't really use anything else. It's just everything else to this becomes a toy.
Yeah.
Which is scary to think about what that includes. It's like,
How much is this going to ruin your future experiences, you reckon, on brakes? You're going to use this and then be like, everything else now, I've got to go out and buy your own set.
I don't know, because we're very lucky in this channel, right? We've got the Asher McLaren GT4.
Which is great.
Which is great, but then I also do go on the G Pro and Gran Turismo in my Logitech wheel, and I still have a fun time.
Yeah.
So,
which ultimately is what sim racing is about for 90% of the people who do it.
But I wonder, when we pair this up with the Asher McLaren wheel, is it going to feel like this is like we were doing with you last few weeks? This is about every hundredth of a second, because you were time trialing for a competition. By the way, results came in today. First time trial. Yeah.
Oh, overall.
Yeah.
Okay,
now
great.
Congrats.
Great. Thanks.
But when it's like a competition, one of them came down to a thousandth of a second.
Yeah, 1,000th of a second.
So when it comes down to 1,000th of a second,
Yeah.
I mean, it would take me a while to get used to these.
You never know.
That's
probably,
the thing.
well, probably would.
That's actually true. Because
it might just feel way more natural.
Yeah, I came from my rig to yours, and I've been faster on yours every single time.
I think the danger is, and I think when you come to my rig, time is limited, so you just go on it. I think the danger is, if you had these at home, you might be tinkering them. I would tinker with them.
I come to yours and I'm faster in half an hour than I was at home practicing for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's worth saying that, just so there's no confusion. I don't think these are cheating in any way or hacking.
I do remember someone talking about that, because there was there was something about the throttle. I don't know if they're talking about these ones in particular, but there was something about the throttle having like an inbuilt traction control.
I vaguely remember that.
That was just something around active pedals. It wasn't specifically about these.
But was that like a rumour, like someone's just started it before they even became mainstream?
Might have been.
I thought that was something software, like you can actually in your software have it so you got like an inbuilt TC that if you don't want to kick in TC in the sim because it's too punishing.
What do you mean, like Michael Schumacher's car?
Kind of, yeah. But the obvious example on that is iRacing, when you hard lock your brakes 80% in the config file, which I had to build when I was on the T150. I did that. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, please subscribe if you've seen this far. We're now gonna go upstairs and try. No guarantees. Like, this is like right now, we don't even know if we're going to be able to get these on the rig. I really honestly think we're going to just need to take that GT Mega pedal plate out and slot this one in, which is actually going to make more sense. Yeah. Which is a shame, because I really like that pedal plate. But there we go.
Well, you're going to like this one even more.
Yeah. Surely. For reference, that adjustment pedal plate is £100, which to me is a lot of money. And the CRP2s are, is it $499 for because we've got the three?
$499 for 3 pedals.
So that's £600 of pedal we're going to replace with 4,000. I can't even. It doesn't even make. Oh my god. Okay, so high standards here. Right, let's go upstairs then.